Hey guys, and welcome to another GameXplain discussion. I'm your host, Andre Seegers, and this time we're joined by Ash Paulson to discuss the latest edition of Smash Bros. 3DS, a stage based on Paper Mario. So let's get started. Alright Ash, so, as you know by now, we discuss anytime there's huge news with Smash Bros., and this might be some of the biggest news, besides a character unveiling recently.
Yeah.
And that's Paper Mario, man. It finally gained some representation, some true, proper representation in Smash Bros., as a stage, no less. And before we delve into the nitty-gritty, I figured, let's open with our quick impressions. Mine, this is awesome. That's all I need to say.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, straight up. It's super exciting. I've been wanting Paper Mario representation beyond a trophy in Smash Brothers for a long time, and I'm really happy with this reveal. It's
strange, I'd almost given up hope of seeing Paper Mario. I mean, it's almost something that didn't even occur to me anymore, right? Like, I didn't even think this would be something that would happen. And yet, here we are.
Yeah. And out of nowhere, too.
Yeah, completely out of nowhere. And I am really happy with how it looks. Like, even though the initial screenshot is based on Sticker Star, which, as many of our fans probably know, I didn't like, I still loved right away, like, how the stage looks. And there were elements of Sticker Star I liked as well. And, especially early on. And this portion of the stage is based from that earlier sequence, so it looks really cool. But beyond that, though, it appears it's not just sticking to any one game. Because the second screenshot shows off the SS Flavion from Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door in like an ocean set scene. So it appears that it'll be switching. I guess, like Sakurai says, the paper will like roll up and transform into different stages, and it seems like it'll be based on at least 2 Paper Marios, which is awesome. So I'm wondering though if we'll get like even further representation here. Like I would love to see some original Paper Mario here, and then of course I feel like if we're going that far, we gotta get some of that Super Paper Mario in there too.
Yeah, I think that's not too far to the question, because remember when Sakurai first showed off the Mushroom Kingdom U stage, he showed us 2 of the potential transformations, but there were actually a couple beyond that when we played the stage in the demo. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't at all be surprised if these weren't the only 2 versions of the stage that there are. I absolutely think we could get maybe one scene each from each of the games.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that will be the question. Is it just going to be a scene from each game, or will they go even farther than that? I would love it if they went even farther than that, but I do agree. I think it's at the least we'll get more stages, and hopefully some based on more games. Especially because thinking about transforming arenas, and I haven't thought too long about this, but it just came to me, so I might be missing something. But I'm pretty sure like every transforming arena has had at least 3 forms, and I think usually far more than that.
Yeah, so that's why I think it's not too far to the question to expect that we'll get at least one setting from each game, maybe.
So let's go and explore these 2 settings here a little bit more in depth real quick. So in the first one, we had the windmill area from Sticker Star, and we can see the giant fan in the background, which is one of the real-world objects you can find in the game, and that's exactly the spot, in fact. And Sakurai comments that, it's made of paper, so strong winds will blow it away. Now, it's a little bit unclear, because at first I thought maybe that's what caused the stage transition, but that doesn't seem to be the case based on Sakurai's second comment. So do you think it like blows elements of the stage away then, or maybe even the characters, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe it blows things at you, like we see that pipe near Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah.
Maybe the pipe will sprout up and it'll do damage if it if it hits you on its way out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I could see something like that. But yeah, I guess it transforms on its own, right? It's not necessarily related to the wind, because we don't think we see the thing sticker in the second version, but maybe we do. Like maybe the thing sticker of the fan will pop up and blow the SS Flavion away too.
That's a good point. I mean, that is entirely possible. But it does just pop up, in the background, so it could pop up behind in the ocean scene as well and just blow it away.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, because Sticker Star is the only handheld game in the series, so it would make sense for Sticker Star to be the overall theme here with transitions to other games, but the thing sticker being the one constant, since that's from Sticker Star.
Right, and especially when you just thinking of the paper transition that Sakurai mentions, that also does, I mean, of course they're all based on paper, all the Paper Mario games, but that most reminds me of Sticker Star, which kind of took, the paper concept to its limit almost. Is there anything else about this first screenshot that stands out to you at all? Like, I'm just trying to think of anything else that may happen. I'm guessing the windmill might cause some damage. I mean, I don't know. I wonder if that's an obstacle or if it's just purely a background detail.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we see, again, near Wii Fit Trainer, we see the bush that's been uprooted, so, it is pretty close to her, and it looks like it would have hit her if it was going to, so maybe those don't do damage. But at the very least, it does seem that we'll see parts of the environment flying off the stage, whether they actually interact with you or not.
Oh, I actually didn't even see those bushes till you just mentioned it right now, in front of the windmill there. So I guess you'll see the environment peel apart in real time, which actually could look awesome in 3D. Like if it actually blows stuff at the camera.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping. I think maybe more than anything, based on this first screenshot, that there will be more thing stickers, because that was one of my favorite parts of the game, seeing what real life objects would be introduced next. And the fan was, one of the more obvious ones, I guess. But I'd like to see if there are any more thing stickers. Like I'm pretty sure there was like a fishing hook, and there was probably a hammer and things like that. So it could be really fun if various thing stickers kind of come in that you have to avoid or something like that.
That would be really cool. That would tie back into the whole, again, basing this primarily on Sticker Star. Yeah, I could,
right.
There could be like a scissors hazard that just comes through chopping up the arena or whatever.
Right.
There's really just a ton of stuff they could do. But I am more intrigued by what else they could do.
Yeah.
And so let's go take a look at the second screenshot here. Being again the SS Flavion, which is one of the better characters from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Although I'm not sure if he'll actually appear in the stage himself, but we at least get his ship. And we can see there's a giant blooper here too, which is also in the game, though not in this exact area, or not in the same scene
right.
that SS Flavion is. So we can already tell that they are mixing it up at the least.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it looks like I'm getting a little bit, almost like a little bit of a Wind Waker vibe here.
Yeah, definitely.
So I wonder, like, maybe different things will happen, while you're on this ship. I mean, of course, we got the blooper attack.
Yeah, I'm sure the blooper will attack. Maybe he'll cause tidal waves that can, mess you over too.
That'd be cool.
Like tip you over and mess you up.
A big part of the fighting him in the games was his tentacles. Like, I think you would often fight his tentacles, like, as separate entities, basically. So
right.
I wonder if they might function in the same way here. Like, maybe he'll wrap his tentacles around the boat, for instance, and either pull underwater and causing the upper platforms to be the only thing exposed, maybe?
Right, I was thinking that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
No, it'd be awesome, yeah. I think that the stage is going to look particularly awesome with the 3D on.
Dude, I mean...
just because it's Paper Mario.
I mean, I already put the thumbnail together for this video, but I was having trouble figuring out which image to use. But I think both of them look awesome.
They really do. I really can't wait to see the stage in the final version, even after having played so much of the 3DS version.
Right?
Now. I really want to see this stage.
Dude, I'm stoked. So I guess the final thing is, like, what more would you want to see from this stage? I mean, to me, Paper Mario, the first two specifically, have some of those memorable chapters or set pieces of, like, any Mario game, really. Or I'd say just in general, even, like, in gaming, for me at least.
No, honestly, the Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite games of all time, and we were talking about that, I think. It was for you, too.
Yep. Yeah, I loved it, yeah. So is there anything that stands out to you about any of the games that you'd like to see represented here in some form?
Yeah, a couple of things. One, also from the Thousand Year Door, I think the Glitz Pit could be fun, just because Rock Hawk is one of the best characters in any Paper Mario game ever. And I also just want to see more Thousand Year Door stuff, because I want Goobella to make an appearance at some point, because she's my favorite assistant. But yeah, I could totally see the Glitz Pit being cool. And also the Bitlands from Super Paper Mario, because it was kind of based on a retro Nintendo vibe, and he had that super nerd Francis that you had to beat as the boss, and he was like the worst kind of nerd who knows everything, and he's really obnoxious and thinks he's better than the developers who make his favorite games.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I think that'd probably be one of the best locations they could choose from Super Paper Mario.
Yeah.
So for me, assuming they reference more than just a single stage or a single area from the same game, I would love to see from Thousand Year Door the Twilight Town, I think it was called. With the creepy town. I forget what it was called exactly. Where all the villagers turned into pigs.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That was such like an atmospheric element, part of that game. Like I just loved everything about it. I would just love to see that represented here. Like I think, especially because I think it would be a great contrast to the bright stages we have already. And going along the same lines, I wouldn't mind seeing from the original Paper Mario the Tubba Blubba chapter, where you're going through the haunted house and you come across the Boo partner, who I can't remember her name either. Boulette, maybe?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Something like that. And then you go into the a secondary mansion where you fight, Tubba Blubba. I just love that chapter. I think it'd be a good contrast. Yeah, I mean, but really, ultimately, like, anything more from those first two games, I would be all over.
Right. By the way, if you wanted to go back, it's Bo is her name.
Oh, Bo, thanks. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Belina.
Yeah, something else, too. Two more. I hate to keep going back to the Thousand Year Door, but it really was the most impressive game in the series in a lot of ways, and most memorable. But Hooktail's Castle, for one.
That'd be a good one.
Would be good, because Hooktail's kind of a memorable villain, and also the Shadow Queen. I mean, just having a scene from the final battle with the Shadow Queen as a as a hazard would be awesome. And of course, the Shadow Queen transformed after she's not possessing Peach anymore, because that would make it weird if you were playing as Peach. And and of course, Alfonso could stand in for the Shadow Queen in that scenario, right?
Yeah, that's true. He totally could, right? I think he'd have to.
Yeah, he's like, leave it to me. And that's like an ongoing meme now, where Alfonso stands in for whatever character's already fighting in the cast.
I like it. Yep.
Yeah.
Should definitely be the case.
But yeah, so the Shadow Queen I think would be cool.
And actually, speaking of cast, that's a perfect segue, because I can't help but wonder, because that's what we do, if having a Paper Mario stage here could open the way for having an actual Paper Mario character here. So I guess 2 questions for you, Ash. Do you think that could be the case? And 2, who would you want to see?
No, I kind of think we're a little late in the game for a Paper Mario character, and I also think also because I think Mario already has 6 reps now, 5 or 6 or something like that. As even more if you count Yoshi and Mario's Mario
how many
reps.
Paper Mario reps?
That's true, but I feel like it's close enough to where having Paper Mario as a separate character just would feel a little samey, in my opinion. It just feels like it would be a little too much of the same thing, you know what I mean?
Well, what about partner character though? Like, do you think a partner character could work maybe, or?
I think a partner character would be perfect as an assist trophy, and I love a lot of the partner characters. I just don't know if any of them are fleshed out enough or have enough depth to them to be full playable characters.
That is kind of true. Like, I'm looking at the list right now for the first 2 games, and like none of them are really standing out to me as being ones that are super compelling. But I mean, I guess Goombella would probably be the best choice. I mean, in terms of like memorability, I just don't know how much I could do with her.
I like Goombella a lot. She's definitely my favorite, partner, probably throughout the whole series. But yeah, I'm not really. There's also the ghost from that, not Bo, but Vivian, because she was an awesome character.
Yeah, she was really good.
And I wouldn't mind seeing her show up.
All right, well, I think that wraps up for our Paper Mario Smash Brothers discussion. So thanks, guys, for watching. If you liked our discussion, make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at GameXplain, which you can find links to in the description below. It's a great way to keep up to date on everything we post. And of course, keep an eye on GameXplain.com for more Smash Brothers Wii U and 3DS, including our upcoming end of the week weekly discussion and other things gaming as well. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.